Salute everybody. Salute, salute, salute. Come on in. Come on in. I'm acting so not demure. Drinking, honey. Drinking my wine tonight. Relaxing and chilling. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Gotta set something up. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let me put this in here. Can I get a copyright disclaimer, y'all? Oh, on my phone. Oh, I don't like it. Let me restart my phone. I don't like it. I don't like how my phone's been acting. Let me get a copyright disclaimer mod. Samad, thank you for getting that green jacket. TT, thank you for getting that green jacket. Wardrick, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Venetia, hey girl. Hey Valerie girl. Hey Drea girl. Alicia, thank you. I can't even get it. I don't even know why I said it. Oh, maybe I can. Hey T Lady. Hey girl. Hey Lady Mysterious. Barbie girl. Hey Natty girl. Hey Diamond. Hey Passion. Hey Nay. Okay, Nay. Y'all be on it too, girl. Deborah, what it do, sister? Drea. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I was trying to get my damn phone to restart so I can pin this damn copyright disclaimer, but let me read it. Hey, Angel Boo. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for any copyright material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. It is definitely. Hey, Miss Gemini. Hey, Self Made Sis. It's definitely for educational purposes, baby, of being a side chick, honey. Maybe knowing your place. Maybe reading the room, reading everything. What to do and what not to do when you are messing with somebody's husband. Cause child, do y'all think it's okay? Let me take a sip. Cause child. Mm-mm. Let me not say too much on this subject, honey. It be used in a crazy kind of court of law. You know, I got it. I got it. Ooh, thank you, Alicia. I had to refresh y'all. I had to refresh. Okay. Do y'all think it's okay for the side chick to go to the funeral? Be honest. Have you ever even been a side chick? I have. Y'all heard about it 1,000 different times but let me be the one to tell it first, okay? For somebody sounds like this person forgot their place. You don't get that type of privilege as a side chick. I was. And Lady Mysterious said I have. Alicia said hell no. Okay, but I have. And I didn't think about it at the time. You don't think about it as the side woman at the time. I had two kids by him, my two youngest kids. He's 20 years older than me. Yeah. I'm 48 and he is 68. But T Lady, thank you for being honest. She said I have. Deborah said no, and it's okay if you haven't, but I have. And I didn't think about baby daddy at the time. Like if something happened to him, that I would never be able to. You know what I'm saying? Deborah said, "Oh yes, I have." Okay, Deborah. Okay, calm down. Deborah said, "Yeah, I have." No, my bad. Yes, I have. She thought about Daryl. Like, okay, Daryl was with Debbie. Yeah, Daryl was with Hannah. I fucked. And it's okay. We all done had our times. You get what I'm saying? Shit, some people's life might have been a little bit better than mine, but it was what it was. And I stayed with him for years, like 10 years to be exact, off and on. Still fucking on him when I wanted to after the 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Howard developed heart problems. He had heart problems, but they started developing worse for him. And when he would get sick, I'm home, depressed, stressed. Cause that's my baby daddy. I said no to the side chick going to the. Oh, okay, Deborah. Deborah said I said no. Okay. Um, I've been a side chick, but I knew our place. Okay, Natty. But it hurt me, Natty, when he would get sick, and I couldn't be there. Like I couldn't go to the hospital, see him. Here I am sitting here with two kids by this man, but I can't go see baby daddy. I can't. You know what I'm saying? And it really messed me up mentally, and it really brought a lot of different shit to my head, to my brain. Like if something happened to him today, you couldn't go to his funeral, and here you are with kids by the man. You can't. You know what I'm saying? His wife will shut that shit down. She said, T Lady said, I knew not to get too deep. I can't keep up with y'all today. What we do, Leisure? What happened? So and she said I knew I couldn't get too deep, but I did. Cause I'm in it now with two kids. I'ma said I'm going. Okay? So we got somebody in chat saying I'm going. I'ma said I'm going. Hey Big Mama, that's a mistress, not a side chick. I was a side chick first because he wasn't married until I got pregnant with Miasmi. Now, once I got pregnant with Nuna, I became the mistress. But I started off as his side chick. They wasn't married yet. I done been to the house at birthday parties of hers. Yeah. I call my sister right now and say, remember we went to watch this. I'm going to say, now y'all, I ain't on the phone with sis. Sis ain't watching. I'm going to say, sis, remember we went to Marissa's birthday party. He invited me, right? And he was like, I was like, but it's her birthday, right? But I wasn't her friend like that. And I think motherfuckers be getting that mixed up, like how y'all friendship is. I wasn't her friend ever. And I didn't feel like I owed her anything. Now, was I wrong for going to her birthday party? Yeah, I was. I was. But when he owned the club. Him and his partner owned the club. And she beat her hell, I'd beat her too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like my nights was my nights. You know what I'm saying? I hated the holidays and I would get mad and wouldn't talk to him for days. Yeah, but he started being a disrespectful piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, much love to baby daddy for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? To our two kids. He blessed me with two kids that I love wholeheartedly. But at the same time, let me make a phone call real quick, see if this answer. I want y'all to hear this. And when I was at the birthday party, he was so attentive to me that I was like, nah, like, you gonna make her do something. So she went and made us some drinks, y'all. If sis answered this phone, I'm telling y'all, she made us some drinks. And I swear we thought she put something in it because, baby, them drinks was so strong. I ain't never had a drink so strong in my life. And I said, never again can that bitch make me anything. And to this day, y'all, to this day, when we went to my daughter graduating dental college, she seen me in Shank. I told her, sister, what? You remember the birthday party we went to, me, you, and Sean? Whose birthday party? That Babes invited us to? Yeah. Whose birthday party was that? Was that his or Marissa's? It was Marissa's. Yeah. Okay, I'm on live doing can the side chick come to a funeral? So I was just I said, I'm going to call sis and see if she remember the party. How did you feel about them drinks that night, sis? Be honest. I wasn't comfortable with drinking any of it because I just felt like it was a messed up situation. You know what I'm saying? Why did you feel like it was a messed up situation? I mean, because you don't know how people feel and what people's gonna do with the reaction is. Like, oh, okay, she might have said that it's okay for us to be there at the party, but people be lying. Mm-hmm. And how was his attention span? Was it more on her? You felt like he was more over there with us that night? He was over there by us. Okay, so I'm doing if you want to come through, sis, if you ain't doing nothing, I'm doing can a side chick come to the funeral? Okay, you're so out of control. All right, have fun. All right, bye. Bye. And that's what scared me. Y'all thought I was lying? He getting us mad weed, right? Cause baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? He was that nigga back then. You know, old nigga, white cat. He had a blue caddy with white walls and shit. He had a bitch, you know, like real like had a bitch. I was fine. Like she was my friend, and I never wanted to get friendly with her. I never wanted to be in her face to see what kind of shit they like, what she did for them. I'm my own bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck what that bitch do for the nigga. I don't know what she do for the nigga. I didn't care. Took me out of town. You know what I'm saying? I done been on family trips. The whole family knows me. And to this day, when they see me, you know what I'm saying? They say, I ain't seen you. You don't come through. You don't. Yeah, all of that. Me and his oldest kids, baby mama, he got two older kids and another child, but we are cool. Like she used to come in town and spend the night with me. The oldest baby mama, we got like that. Me and Miss Rhonda got like that. She got the two oldest, I got the two youngest. Well, at that time I had the two youngest. Cause I think he snuck one in there in between over the years with his old ass. But I knew my place. And I remember the wife he made her take me home one night. I was so pissed. I was so pissed because this is their house, but they separated. I'm in the house. I got my own house, but I'm out there most of the time. 95%. My sister's over in my house or whatever, because I told her, don't get a place. I don't stay there. Just stay in my house to keep somebody in the house. So I remember she came in town, right? We get high at the time. He she asked, could she stay all night? I said, what is her house like? And who would feel comfortable with that shit at the same time? Like, Marissa got weird now we cool to this day. Shank met Marissa. Shank has met my baby daddy's wife. In fact, when we went to my daughter's graduation from dental college, she was like, there they go. Because I told Shank, I said, Shank, if we see Marissa, she gonna want to sit with them. She said, there they go, Miss Park, there go. Tasha, come on, y'all, come on, right here, we got two seats. Baby daddy was mad at the motherfucker. He was like, what are you doing all that for? You being extra. I was like, nah, we fine. I'm gonna go over. I see my sister there. I was like, nah, we over here. We good. We talked after the graduation. We took pictures with them after the graduation. She's with the is. She better be. Marisha better be with the shit. I love her. She took good care of my kids. Are y'all cool? I ain't got nothing bad to say about the woman. Never did. Because all I said is, you accepting him back, you got to accept these kids. Now, she always loved my son. She just had a problem when Nuna came in the picture. Now, when Miasni came in the picture, she wasn't as friendly. Because now she's married to him. But he's your husband. He's mine on another type of level. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not selfish with him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even want the weekends. Hell, I want him when I wanted him. I still did me too. I had somebody else I was in love with too. I had me a sneaky link that I was falling for. So, you know what I'm saying? Kind of getting their time in, but he spent most of his time with me. Holidays too. I'm in Florida at the family trip at Disney. All of that. But I knew my place. Like I never argued with her. But I remember when she took me home that night, she asked me, she said, what is it about my husband that he won't leave you alone? And I said, I never forget, I looked at her and I said, Marissa, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, that's your husband. Y'all made vows. You got to talk to him. And I got out of the car because I felt uncomfortable. But then after that, one day she knocked on my door. And the bitch came in with a bottle of wine. No disrespect, Marissa. You know how I talk. Bitch came in with a bottle of wine. I was like, I'm getting high at the time, bitch. Like, what the fuck? My mind ain't on no clear thinking like now. What do she want? Hey, flip mode. So she came in and she kicked off her sandals. I'm ready to run the streets. It's hot. It's summertime. I done found me a cute little sundress. You know what I'm saying? Toes done, nails done. I don't want to go get high. I want to go chill with the ballers that got the powder. Like, are you cool? I was fresh in my era of getting high. She was like, girl, I want to talk to you. And she was asking me things about them together, how to keep them together. And y'all think I didn't tell her? That was the day I kind of made a decision. Like, I kind of made a decision to just kind of fall more in love with my sneaky link. You get what I'm saying? Like, how I'm giving advice to the wife, and I'm the mistress at this point. My kids are at her house at this point. He don't even know she's over, but I told him. She didn't even tell him she came. I called him. He said, fuck, she won't. I said, she asked me what, and I told her I'm willing to leave him alone. I said, I'm running the streets doing my thing, girl. Y'all got this. I don't even want to know. I said, be honest with him, you know? I said, I'll leave him. I said, if he ain't gonna stop, y'all know how many whores I threw down the steps on the count of three. Let me, I ain't gonna get into that story, but I want to call sis so bad. Like, remember I made y'all help me throw that whore down the steps? Shit, bitch was all in my motherfucking space. Like, oh, what y'all doing up here? You got to go. She said, I bet I don't. Oh, you're not? And here I am, the side chick, you know? Mm. Give me 1 second. Sis, Sean, count three. She's going down these steps. Sis said, you gonna kill her. I said, are we doing this or not? We threw her down the motherfucking steps. I don't want to incriminate sis. I don't want to incriminate sis about throwing that girl down them steps like that. But she had to go. I don't know who she thought she was. None of that. But imagine being on the phone with your kids and your dad and his BM trying to get them back together. They want a three-way, call me out. Yeah. Lola, I get it. Please leave your message. She'll call me back. I just want that last story to go through about us throwing that bitch down the steps. I don't know who this extra piece of bitch thought she was great being my baby daddy's life, but I'm not visible. Now I don't care who he did outside of me and her, but not visible. And then there was another one, Michael Jean. I like Michael Jean's cool as fuck with me right now. She tried it at the club. And I looked at Michael Jean in the club, bitch, try to get loud about this motherfucking dog ass nigga. I said, all this dick in this motherfucker, bitch, and you down here showing off over my baby daddy. Are you cool? I said, catch me tomorrow. Come to the house. Where we can say this and do this in front of him, bitch. I got niggas in here. I had a sneaky link in there, bitch. Like, bitch, don't know. You're not running off my. You get what I'm saying? And I had baby daddy's car that night. Me and Cynthia, my sister. I was in there looking for Boucher that night. Mm-hmm. She's confronting me about my baby daddy. We together. Me, him, and the wife is together. Basically, I ain't going nowhere. The wife ain't going nowhere. But we're not adding on. We're not taking applications or anything, bitch. Now, we might get like Section 8 and open this motherfucker in a couple of years. But know your place if you are doing them. And that's the thing about women now. They want to be seen. They want everybody to know. They want the bitch that they think. I ain't even the main bitch, so what am I mad for? I just don't like all of this at no club. And it's too many men. Yeah, that nigga smell good. The motherfucker. What did you just say? Is that Bobby over there, Cynthia? Bitch. Come to the house tomorrow, bitch. Like, we're not doing this down here, bitch. All this dick in this motherfucker. You arguing with me about my baby daddy? Let's go party. Come see me tomorrow when I'm sobering up and shit. Get the fuck on. Is that Bobby? Love some Bobby. You hear me? But that's not the point. Side bitches don't know how to stay in their place. They want to be seen. They want to be known. Just like a few months ago on Instagram, the woman recorded where, you know what I'm saying, on her ring cam where the bitch came and her husband just died and the bitch wanted her money back because he didn't make it to the trip. Hell, how could he? He's gone. And she wanted her half back on the trip. She paid for it, but she wanted her money back because he died. And went to the wife and asked her for it. She said, "You better go to Grove Manor." And it's not funny, but the wife told her, "Bitch, you better go over to Grove Manor and ask him for the money. I don't know what to tell you." And I said, "Damn, that's some cold shit." I tell all my baby daddy little friends, and so does he. We family. He ain't going nowhere. And neither am I. We have 2 kids and known each other since we were 15. We 37 and 38 now. So side bitches starting to not want to be just side. Yeah, they want to be a part of it. Now, a couple years ago when I went home for my birthday, he was having a party. So me and Savion went. I said, "Baby daddy having a party, Shank." You know what I'm saying? Shank got that. He's like, "Go ahead." It's like, "Baby, you don't want to go?" He's like, "No, go ahead." And that nigga, soon as that motherfucker slipped out his mouth, "Oh, you looking all good and shit. You going home after this?" I said, "Yes." I slipped my drink real fast. I said, "Savion, you staying with your daddy or you coming with me?" He said, "I'm gonna stay with Pops." He said, "Why you leaving?" I said, "He's disrespectful. I can't." Mm-mm. I know I could go back anytime. Marissa's back with his ass after all the breakups. And I love that for them. But that's all we got together as kids. Like that shit, them days, that shit's done. But I knew my place. I ain't never disrespected her. Nothing. Nothing. I met his mother before she died. She didn't like it. But, you know, I ain't never disrespected his mother. But it is what it is. We had a lot of rough times. But one thing I can say is a man gonna lie. He gonna tell you what you want to hear, and he's gonna tell his wife what she wants to hear. The two worlds are never supposed to clash, but nowadays they do. Unfortunately, thank you, Tasha, for getting your green jacket. Thank you, and we great see you at this funeral. She's a tad bit old fashioned to me. I'm gonna say this about this. We'll get into it. Hey, Jamie, my baby daddy is my nephew's godfather. My niece calls him uncle. It's a problem. Why is it a problem? Do you not want him because y'all not together to not be in the picture anymore? Like you don't like it because y'all not together? Family covers for side chicks too. Nah, you know what? They didn't. They didn't accept me for a long time because of that. I didn't give a damn. I didn't like I wasn't in it to be we are family. I got all my sisters with me type shit. And he comes from a big family. I think it's like 8 of them. 2 boys and the rest are girls. And you know what I'm saying? The only one I jigged with for real was Renee. So I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? They accepted me, but they didn't really want to fuck with me because they was cooler with Marissa. And they're the type when they have their Christmas parties, you get to meet all the baby mamas and side chicks. I never seen nothing like it. That's how I met to this day my friend Duffy. Duffy went with Ron and Duffy hit me to it. Cause I seen all of the sons' baby mamas down. Y'all can call me what you want. I don't give a damn. It's my story to tell. Okay. When I met baby daddy, I actually fucked with his son first. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hear this on a couple other bitches' lives on Mad Day, okay? So know that if y'all heard it, you heard it from me first. They can call me whores or whatever, but one thing about it is tell your truth. Don't tell mine. My story ain't y'all's to tell or give a fuck about. That's people's problem. Worrying about what the fuck I'm over here saying about my stories. God damn. Can I live? Leave me the fuck alone. They don't want you to have a good time and be able to tell your truth. Your truth is a problem. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about none of y'all truths. None of it. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I had a mom help me sneak out. Older gentleman told me most men will cheat. They will. He thinks he's still the one and he's married. He's a great father, godfather, and uncle, but he still operate like we together. That's a problem. Because you got to set boundaries at this point. Lady Mystery said that part. We all got a story. So it was just a fuck thing though. But anyway, he started fucking with my homegirl at the time, hooked him up with one of her friends. So anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. That's my motto. That was my motto back then. That was my motto. Don't fuck over me, because anything you can do, I can do better. So they both pulled up. When I hooked up with baby daddy, him and Brian pulled up the same time. And Brian said, "What you doing, Pops?" He was like, "Oh, we're great fuck with our sweet." Oh, nigga. So I went in the house like, okay, if I lose both of them, I just do. Long as I get one of them. And I didn't want Brian. I wanted baby daddy. So then when I got pregnant with Savion, they was like, damn, is that my son's or mine? It was like, come on, dog. I don't fuck with your son anymore. I haven't. We get our tests as his. I know. And to this day, Brian see me. We got mad respect for each other. Mad respect. We friends. We follow each other on all social media sites. That's my nigga. That's all he was to me. Just somebody that I was cool with, that I like to fuck. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You just cool and like to fuck, and that's it. Ain't no feelings attached. Ain't no nothing. It ain't no I can't wait to see him again. It wasn't that tight. It was just like if we ran into each other, it wasn't that night I was with my sneaky link or his father. He was my choice. He was my motherfucking choice. And that's it, and that's all. On down the line, the kids come. But again, I knew my place with him. I knew there was somebody he was home with. And then I got tired of the lonely nights. You get tired. That's called the cut buddy. That's how he could be, Miss V. And he comes to all the birthday parties for my kids. Anything I go home and have, Brian's there. He's invited. That's my kid's brother. Once upon a time, my sneaky link. I don't look at him like that. I ain't looked at him like that in years. Don't think about it. This is just a little bit of story time with a little me drinking being more the more. I see a whole lot of drunkenness and it's not the more. Okay? But yeah, that's what they call it, a cut buddy. Yeah. Yeah. But we gotta get this video started, and y'all tell me what do y'all see wrong other than the side chick? I guess it's more composure nowadays than back in the days, your kid's brother, my God. Yeah. He goes to the house, he kicks it with the kids and everything. Say he goes over and kick it with Savion. Like, it's not like that. You know? See, people don't fuck friends of their home, of their lovers and everything. Out of spite, get back, will they ever tell it? Probably not. Ashamed of what people might think of them now. I did it. It was in the past. What the fuck? I can't take this shit back. Again, you're gonna hear a bitch mad later on down the road and say, y'all heard Miss Piggy Parker or Miss Pipe over there saying she indeed, goddamn. Don't worry about my pussy, worry about yours. Just what the fuck it is. Just what it is. Cause I don't give a fuck about none of their lives, how they moving, they past, nothing. I don't give a fuck. Please stop worrying about me. No ride or die for me. If he can't be trusted, some women will stay for 20, 30 years knowing that they ain't no good. I can't. But Big Mama, that was me. I stayed for 10 plus on and off. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't got a pass. Some people don't got a pass. I do. And that was unfortunately mine. Hey, Vapey.
Analyzer channel. This is what you can expect from this channel. An analysis of videos. That's correct. This is not a reactionary channel. You can expect great commentary. And last but not least, an education. Now it's time to analyze this video.
Right here.
It just cut out for a minute, the sound, y'all. And we're gonna call him Marcus. Allegedly, this is Marcus. Marcus's wife done called the police to the funeral. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening? But this is the wife of allegedly Marcus, okay?
Again, I said, I apologize. I just want to do everything the right way. But there's... It's right here. It's right here. Well, I got a license plate number of the person I'm talking about. She was outside making direct threats. I didn't allow her in. That's why I had she's allegedly of her husband. So she's making direct threats. She knows exactly where.
She just told the police, this girl comes, she's threatening me. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Don't mind me. This is just story time and stuff to go with the commentary. That's all, girl. Y'all heard it again later. Not out of my mouth, but you'll hear it again later. She said, this girl comes, she's threatening me. And she said, she was allegedly fucking my husband. Ain't no allegedly. Nah, ain't no allegedly. They talk about other people trying to hide theirs. Okay, Stephanie, period. We all had a past. It ain't nobody's business. How we do it. You live and you learn. Okay, big mama. You got to live and learn, though. You got to live and learn. You got to live and learn from it. Either you like going through this type of shit, you know what I'm saying, or you took something from it and say, I want my own. And, you know, I wanted my own. It took a lot. I want my own. And you get that karma back. I reaped what I sold from that shit. Trust me. It's karma while you think you're doing something, and you know what I'm saying? Because he's doing for you. Baby daddy took good care of me. She said the wife's so sweet and demure, but the wife's telling the police allegedly, but that's how you know it's not going to be allegedly on what she's going to say coming up.
She knows my phone number. She knows my and you got me on the wrong day. I'm telling you. She was.
Wife and the mistress are clashing at the funeral. Super yacht.
She was by the front door. I was by the front door. I was sitting inside here.
There's another female out there in a green dress.
That's the one I'm talking. No, she's not a white female.
Okay, there was another white female in a green dress. I'm sorry.
She, like I explained, she had single braids, and there was a half bun on top.
The officer lady's like, oh, the white girl in the green dress. She's like, nah, ain't no white girl. The wife said, nah, ain't no white girl. Hey, baby. She said if everyone is on the same page, it should be fine. Okay, baby? Shank. She said it depends on the individuals, okay? Now, Shank, why you say that in here? You know it's going to be 20,011 lives, and I'm sick of hearing it. She said, seeing this video, it's crazy. He's starting shit, ain't it? Did y'all see Shank with the Rock tell Miss Pipe that it's okay for us to cheat and it's okay for man say. Ooh. It's already 40 days and 40 nights of just hearing my name. It just makes my ass itch. It really is. But anyway, Shank Rock said what he said. You're right, Shank. It depends on who it is. And it is up to the couple. It really is. And the wife is saying, nah, it ain't no white girl. It's a black it's a black girl in the green dress. The wife, she said, nah, but it's a white girl in the green dress. The white girl's like, nah. The wife saying, nah, I know what I'm talking about. It's the black girl in the green dress. Hey, brother Nazir. So she want her to get the right person. This gotta be embarrassing, y'all, right?
Say to you today?
I got witnesses. You can get witness statements as well. We never direct. So she got it. Excuse me, give me a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's right here. So
the wife is really trying to keep it a secret. She don't want nobody else hearing that. The man that she just buried, that's what he just put on the screen. He was like, I don't blame her, because you don't want everybody to know your husband was cheating on you and her. You all putting Marcus all to bed at rest, all nice and shit. You and her crying. And Marcus wasn't shit. Marcus wasn't shit. How embarrassing. And I'm being honest, this shit's embarrassing. And she really did keep her composure up really nice. She's doing a hell of a job. Because I'd have lost it. You know what I'm saying? Based off of how I'm doing things, I'm putting him to, you know what I'm saying? I know he wasn't shit, but hey, we got kids. For the sake of the kids, let me put him down real nice. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get this shit over with. Hey, Shonda. He said, but they loved Marcus. Miss P, I went to a funeral in October. All his women of the deceased was there. They were all shocked when pics from the past were shown, taken with him. Wow. It's crazy to be a wife, and y'all imagine yourself sitting in the front row and, you trying to keep yourself up, and you barely able to keep a dry eye. And then you see a bitch just come up in a short black dress with a veil on, and she just falls all over the casket. And I know we in a church, but God, you might not forgive me for this one, but you might have to be that, she said, I had to stand down, matter of respect, okay? And I get that, Shonda. Explain a little more, Shonda. You said you had to stand down, matter of respect. She would be escorted out. Because we did see the girl a month ago jump on the casket. She went and dived on the casket like she was jumping in, 6 feet of water. The old lady tried to help out as nice as possible. She's like, nah, sugar, you know better than that. Come on up, sugar. Get on up off of him now. Get on up off of him. Now don't hit Brian, and then don't hit her. Dante, don't you? Dante, stop kicking her like that. Dante said, get the fuck off. Dante done grabbed her up, choked her up a little bit, slammed her on the ground. Dante and Uncle Dwayne, them kicking her and shit. The old lady's like, stop that, Dwayne. Y'all stop. Dante, don't kick her that much. Dante, don't. That was like, his kids is here. They stomping on us saying his kids is here, his wife's here. And I thought it was the most disrespectful thing, but then I thought about it. How do we know what the man is telling her? T-Lady said, ask B. See, they thought they were the only ones he was with while they were with him. As they should, though, Miss V. Hey, T the Goddess. That's your husband. You're not wanting your husband to, you don't want to hear that at the funeral. You're not expecting that. You're not expecting somebody to come and dive on the casket. But the cousins, they got her good. But I had to think of the flip side of it. That we don't know what he was telling her, the girl that dived on the casket. We don't know what he told her. We don't know, because these men will do that. They will play both sides of the fence. They swore they don't left her. Divorce papers are coming in and stuff like that. Girl, they were pissed. I was looking at their face. They was pissed, Miss V. Hey, honey, 5K. I thought they was great, unalive, the way they was kicking that girl. Wasn't nothing that old lady. That old lady knew she couldn't do nothing with them grown men kicking that girl like that. But again, I thought about what they could have said to her. We don't know what he was pillow talking and saying to her. Did she even know he had a wife? Because everybody ain't checking on the next woman. Some women are just going with the flow. Whatever he say goes. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let's finish hearing from Marcus's wife, allegedly.
Walking around, I said, no, you need to leave. Respect me, my husband, and my children, and leave. And she hesitated.
So you know her from previous experience then?
Yes.
So, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful.
He asked her. He said, have you known her from previous experience? Long story, but I was with a separated man, but still married. I know. I was pregnant. He passed away. I didn't go to his service, but I pay my respects to him. And Shonda, hell, I got 2 kids by a man that was married. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no shade. I ain't here to judge nobody. Y'all business is y'all business. You know what I'm saying? She said, I don't believe they knew, Miss P. Yeah, out of respect for the family. I get it, Shonda. And I always had to put myself in your shoes, Shonda. Like, what if something happens to him? I didn't think about that. I never sat down for a long time and thought about the longevity of our situation. Like, the wife is in control of everything. She can shut me out of everything. Been there, done that. My ex-husband remarried. We were reconciling from our divorce after years of him not leaving her and lying to me. I said, I'm done. Right, big mama. These men, they tend to do that. But this wife right here, she just said, he said, have you ever had any run-ins with her? She said, yeah. So she's very much aware of Marcus's past.
Disrespect for getting in your business, but you know her as a girlfriend to your husband, or she claims she was.
So when it comes to things like that, you only know what people tell you.
Right.
So
she says one thing, your former husband said something different. Okay.
So this is like you holding on to something that you really don't have situation, and now that he's
right, and he's gone, there's really no business to. Okay. And so, what did she say specifically to you today?
She said, "I'm gonna end up in a casket right there where my husband is." She said, "I'm dead."
I heard that.
And it's okay.
It's not uncommon for a mistress to show up at a funeral sometimes unexpectedly, as funerals are public events open to anyone grieving, but it often causes family conflict, especially if the affair was secret, creating tension between the grieving widow and the other woman seeking closure of recognition. While some believe she has a right to be there, others find it disrespectful to the grieving widow, highlighting the complex dynamics of infidelity and public mourning.
Some people felt like she had the right to be there. You know, and Shonda said, she said, my family so petty the whole service would have been shit show. For sure. Mine too. It was hard for me to introduce Shank to my mom's side of the family. I was like, we're nuts. We're pretty messed up. You know what I'm saying? And when he met him, he said, I see. So it wouldn't have been a funeral. You know what I'm saying? They were separated for 2 years, but when he got sick, he passed away. Prayers to your daughter and you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, can't nobody take away what y'all had. It was what it was. Only thing my baby has is his name. And I get that. You know, I didn't give Poppy and Nuna his last name. You know, I always kept all my kids in my last name. That was just it. You know what, Miss P, some women know, but don't care. They do. And that's true. That's true. But some people felt like she should have been there.
Warning. Now, if the police find any probable cause that the alleged mistress hurled these type of threats to the widow, without a doubt, the alleged mistress will be taking a tax-funded ride in the backseat of the PD Cruiser.
And so what did she say specifically to you today?
She said, I'm going to end up in a casket right there where my husband is. She said, I'm dead.
I heard that.
And
She gonna say ultra yikes. I like him. I like this content creator. She said she gonna end up in a casket with her husband. I would have to do like her. You know what I'm saying? The kids are there. I'm definitely not going. You're not ready to come in here and threaten me. You know what I'm saying? You not, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You not fixing to come in here and threaten me. You're not ready to talk to me any kind of way or none of that. Should have took that shit up with him. Whatever it is, you should have took it up with him. Leaving the day he passed away, I was there. I called her. She came, and I offered to give her the time that she needed to spend with her husband out of respect. So leaving the day he passed away, I was there. So he was with you. Wow, Shonda. And that's big of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to do that. You could have been selfish, you know what I'm saying, and just thought about you and your daughter and what you had with him. But I got to commend you for that, you know. She said, I knew my place, and I respect you for that. She said, no way I would have been at that man's funeral if I was his side chick or mistress. But y'all wouldn't believe some of her people that was in the red felt like she had the right to be there.
Not playing. Listen, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. My husband.
Does she think she's going to get something?
I don't know. We don't talk.
Now is your chance to grab a mouse or your finger and click the like button.
Do y'all think she feel like she was owed something? Do y'all think she feel like he left her something? Out of respect, I just wouldn't go. I have my personal moment. I feel like she had a right to be there because it's not about the grieving widow. It's his service. That's like saying an illegitimate child has no right to be there. Now, okay, now this is a good point. I don't know. Dre. I ain't gonna knock it. It is a good point. It is. My people felt like I had the right to be there. I didn't. But they were separated, Shonda. And he was with you, you know. When they separate, do you feel like you can't move on when y'all separate as husband and wife? Like we supposed to wait and see if God brings us back together. We not supposed to move on. Just let me know that. Hey, Crow Cotton, I would allow the children, but she has to sit in the back. LOL. It's not about her. It's about him. Okay, Drea.
Like you have never clicked it before.
I'm not doing this. My husband.
Does she think she's going to get something?
I don't know.
I get it, Shonda.
Because he's gone.
We don't talk.
Okay.
Me and her don't talk. We don't have any.
The officer said, "Cause he's gone." The officer just didn't have a curl. He's like, "Cause he's gone." Like, so what? I'd have to cuss him on now. You know what I'm saying? I think the wife could move on from the looks of things. I think so. Because, some women try to hold on for the sake of their family. And I don't think that's wrong because vows are to death do us part. When you really look at the vows of things, it's till death do us part. But I feel like that Lola, I did watching this video, that she didn't want to let go. But the police officer just told the wife, hell, he's gone. So, like, what's the problem? Like, baby.
Talk about. This is what you're complaining to be your life.
Does she have a kid that she's trying to say is his?
She doesn't have. She can't have kids.
Okay.
Yeah, right. You hear me? Straight up.
That's okay. Take your time.
Did she come up here with people or?
Her mother, her sister, her brother, her family.
Her mother, her sister, her brother, her family came with her. Prime example, playing with separation instead of getting a divorce. I can respect that. I can respect that because I don't want to keep hearing about divorce. But if he's pushing you always being messy with another woman, what confirmation do you need? Yeah. She brought her whole family. Like, I was thoroughly shocked that her mother and her father, her brother, and other family members came with her. And the wife knows about the lady. She knew about her. She did, Miss Parker, maybe one of the ladies had an insurance policy on him. You never know. Miss V, you don't. You don't. It's something to make her feel like she had just as much right to be there than, you know what I'm saying, as the wife. And for the mom and daddy to come with her, that spoke volumes. And they are older people y'all gonna see in this video. I felt like, they know him. They met him. She took him to family functions. They have became a family with Marcus. And I named him Marcus. I don't know if his name is Marcus, just for me. She said, sure do. Time be invested. It do. And I'm like, I was thoroughly shocked to see the mama and the daddy and the family with her.
So they were just going to come in at 10 million?
Yeah, they signed the guest book because that's how far they got in.
Yeah, they kind of pushed past me to get in.
And they're since outside now.
They've been outside because I told them they need to leave. She, like I said, she hesitated.
They probably know him as much.
The rest of the family members went
out.
They
do, Lola?
They all left.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's the one that wanted to act more before.
Yeah, the mom was kind of like, she gave me a look. She gave me a real small look. But they have since been outside.
The mama probably gave her a nasty look because she's like, y'all wasn't together or whatever. Like, you know what it is. Like why they separated. Exactly. Well, if the wife knows about her, she should have made it known she's not welcome. Absolutely. Or could it be she didn't know that she would have the audacity to come, T lady? It could go all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in there burning your husband and expecting for any other woman to come and show up. I don't think that's any wife's expect like this. It's not. It's not. And funerals are already hard enough to put together and stuff. And I think the wife and him had kids, if I'm not mistaken. She's like, I got the kids here. Woo woo. But the wife definitely knew. She said the mama gave her a nasty look and stuff. Like the mama's probably looking like, based off of what he was doing with his daughter, seeing him all the time with his daughter, coming to the house, visits, functions and stuff. And certain functions and stuff, it could be weekends and stuff. You thinking he ain't with his wife no more. He's with my daughter all the time. So it could be that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to this.
And you're with the funeral home,
I'm
right?
with the funeral. Yes, I'm sorry.
So if they're not attending and the family don't want them here, then they need to leave. Okay.
It's supposed
I just have to know where we stand when we go out
Of
there.
course.
I mean, we could obviously
yeah, like I said,
take her to jail if need be. If she's out there, then the rest of the family
she
members can
probably
move
left
on.
now that y'all pulled up because they've been trying to get my family has been trying to get her to leave for about 2 hours now.
When it comes to situations like these, we would prefer them to leave.
That's
So
what-
we don't
that's what
have
we've
to
been trying
have
to do.
something
That's why I called
at a
y'all.
funeral. We don't need.
That's exactly what I called y'all.
Okay, Shonda. So the content creator said it would have been wise making a private service.
Is
Yeah, I
that
feel like
her,
that's
her
too.
family over up on the far back? Is that the olive green
Yep.
dress?
Yep.
And I feel like what the content creator put on the screen, he said maybe she should have made this a private service because it's open to the public. So public means anybody can come in. Once it's a public, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can come in. She felt like, okay, it's public, let us stay at this point. She wanted to fight me in public. She thought I was going to come to start disturbance. I know you lying, Shonda. Why would you know what I'm saying? You invited her to come and spend her last moments with him, and this is what she does. Y'all, man, that's why I can't with the other woman. Like, stop. Don't get in front of people and make it a problem. She said exactly. Their final goodbyes. Funeral brings out the beast. Right, Miss V. The wife ain't think she was gonna show up and with her people at that. Right, it's a public place. It is. Is this not a situation police can't enforce? Yep, and I think I don't think the girl, I ain't gonna lie, even though she had witnesses, y'all think my family members ain't gonna agree with me at the funeral? Come on. She wanted her locked up. And listen to what she's going to say. Listen to right now what she's about to say to the police. Listen to what she's saying about her license plate.
You are correct.
Okay.
You are correct. Yep.
Yeah, she's got.
Like I said, the black Jeep Cherokee, her license plate number is G. She's been to my house, made threats there.
So that's going to be her, and then she's got.
Everybody that's with her. So there's another girl with a green dress. That was her mother. I think her mother left.
Okay.
I don't see her
And
mother
those are
anymore.
her people.
Those are her people. Yep.
Not necessarily your people.
Well, the dude that's wiping his forehead right now, that's my husband's cousin.
Okay.
So, like I said, this has gotten really messy over the past few days. She's been spreading rumors, telling lies, talking about that he divorced me and this is that. But I got my marriage license in my purse.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. I just want to make sure who I know I'm going.
See, she was like, oh, she's telling people he divorced me, start rumors. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We know shit's messy when y'all splitting up. I got my marriage. Just because you got a marriage certificate don't mean that he's with you. I'm just being honest. Y'all might got rights to a lot of shit. But when it comes to he was with me, he was with me. And it's just that simple. I'm sorry that you feel like this is what it is. But it wasn't what you're putting out. Based off of what she's going to say about that license plate, how they separated and want to fight under the family. The wife probably had another ninja too. She definitely did have another ninja for the last 2 years while he was with me. Girl, they always do. But she wanted to put on a show that I was not going to give her. Wow, now her family came too. That's wow. Yes, T-Lady. She carried her merge license. Right. You carried that merge license off a hoe. Marcus didn't give a damn about that hoe. Marcus didn't give a damn. Because I want y'all to hear what she said about this license plate. Give me a second.
That's it directly.
When we go out there.
Yep,
So.
that's it directly. And some of those people that's over there is my husband's family. Like I said, the dude with the braids going down.
Will they try to intervene if we try to arrest her?
I don't know. I just need y'all to do whatever y'all gonna do.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Just do what y'all
How sharp.
My name is my middle name.
Alexis, ALEXIS.
Yes.
Who's that lady standing next to her in the pink or the gray?
That's her mother.
You getting Stephanie?
Let's try to get nasty real quick.
Look how hard she looking. Listen what she great say.
So she's only got that little group of people there with her, right?
She's only got that little group of people. We should just leave, and then we can put a broadcast and get her up later. But I hate having to do stuff like that.
I just don't know who's inside her truck, so I can't remember. Because that's her truck.
And so the license plate was G.
Listen, y'all.
It's supposed to stand for Jelon and Crystal and the day that they met.
They said, what's her license plate number? She said it stands for whatever is Jelon and Crystal, and the numbers is the day that they met. That's why you was looking so. How you know the day they met? How you know by looking at that license plate that that is the day that your husband and this girl met? That's what she did. That's what she, baby. Yo, she didn't want to accept it. I'm telling you. That girl didn't just go get that license plate made. That's why she was looking so hard, like she stayed in that window for a minute, acting like she's trying to figure out who I was. You know, you just told the police who came with her. She just told the police who came with the girl. Then you up there meddling with the license plate, done got your feelings hurt again. You can't go hit Marcus' ass no more. You can't cuss him out no more. She knew about them from the beginning. Absolutely, Alicia said, wow, why she has a book bag on at the funeral. She got her documents. Her marriage certificates in there. That's crazy there. The side chick was fully known to the wife for her to bring the whole family. That means dude was Big Mama. That's why I could, when the mama and the daddy, when I realized that was her mom and daddy, I was like, damn, so Marcus done been over to the crib for barbecues, bar mitzvahs, weddings, baby showers, his and hers, gender reveals. Marcus been around the family. Yeah, she definitely knew. How you know the day they met based off the license plate? Now your stomach's sitting up here twisted and turning at Marcus' funeral and shit because he was a dog. Or was he a dog? Was he a dog? Was he separated? But, you know, where y'all wasn't divorced, you have to be the one to lay him to rest. He been trying to leave this woman. They better look hard at his cause of death. Maybe that's why old girl was threatening her. Who knows? Marcus could have been fine to her. Ain't been sick or nothing. And then, boom, get back over there around, go see you and your kids. Now we bury Marcus. The wife probably had been stalking that man and that woman. If it was definitely over, Marcus let everyone know what it was. That's a player. They probably had it out before the funeral, and the wife had that bag for her documents to show the police when she called. Absolutely, Lola. Who's walking around with documents? Marcus was family. He was Passion. They both knew the truth. They did. When the police say you known about her, I've been known about. Okay, so let's stop acting shocked in front of the police. Say, hey, that's my husband's mistress. I don't fool with her. I don't want her. But again, like the content creator put on the screen, if you should have had the services private. Private.
So the license plate was G.
Hey, Blizzard. Yeah, we got all that.
It's supposed to stand for Devon and Crystal and the day that they met.
I blocked out the alleged mistress's license plate information
name
that
was
the
Jamar.
widow provided to the police. The widow is claiming that the license plate letters and numbers on the alleged mistress's vehicle represent the widow's late husband and the mistress's first name and the date that they met. The alleged mistress's license plates begin with the letter of the widow's late husband's first name initial and the first name initial of the alleged mistress, followed by numbers representing the day, month, and year that the widow's late husband met the alleged mistress. If this is true, this would mean that the alleged mistress went through the appropriate procedure and fees associated with obtaining a personalized license plate for her vehicle to represent the relationship that she had with the widow's late husband. Yikes.
So the license plate was G.
It's supposed to stand for Devon and Crystal and the day that they met.
Wow. Is that your husband's?
Yeah, we get a couple more.
Yeah. She's made up this whole delusional thing. This shit's gonna end up on fucking Lifetime. I swear. This is
Yes, she did, Miss Jasmine. Fashion, most likely. Vanessa, you heard me. Listen, she was bold. That's why I think there was more to it.
23, you guys got this meeting. I like that. That's right, we got this.
Okay.
Just that you can go over here and follow.
That's why I said I think the wife lied about the threats. I do. I believe the only thing the girl was trying to do was come in, and the wife is trying to stick it to it. That's her way of her get back. You know what I'm saying? That's her get back. Like, I'm going to get you arrested, and I'm going to make up a lie. Because the wife just didn't seem like she was being honest. And she said, Bobo, because, baby, they said, who's recording? What you said?
You got their information?
Yeah, and I got
We'll go over, try to talk to them. We got more clues coming if we need them or whatnot. I'm hoping we won't, but
I'm trying to shut this down.
Are you guys done with the?
Oh yeah,
Everybody's
everybody
leaving
else
now?
in.
Okay.
So
But the service and everything is done.
as far as I'm concerned, yes. I'll talk to y'all first to handle
Yes,
this
ma'am.
situation.
And you did it the right way. So we'll go do what we can do, and we'll get.
Excuse me.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Make sure y'all stay hydrated.
Yes, ma'am.
That's our family, though. This is our family.
What's her first name?
Crystal Barnhart. Jesus, sorry.
Oh, yeah, she did. Sorry, I heard.
Do what?
And you leave her to talk? Yeah, she
No,
agreed to leave the car.
She's gonna talk. Crystal,
Calm down. Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Hold on. Stop this video. Subscribe with all notifications on. To your
They automatically went and arrested Crystal. It threw me off. I couldn't understand for the life of me, like, y'all just went out there and took the wife's word for it. Like, y'all just took the wife's word for it, and that was it. Like, y'all don't see a problem with this? Like, hey, Crystal should have been told to leave. Hey, Crystal, you're not welcome here. You need to leave. They didn't give her nothing. That's why I didn't believe the wife. She was excited, y'all. It's probably a body cam recording, so they holding up the service. No, the services was just over. She wasn't thinking strategically. She went off emotion, and I understand that. I do too, Shonda. This wasn't a secret relationship, and I bet you all the folks know about her. Right. They actually arrested her. Wow. Yes, they arrested her without asking her anything or nothing, like just arrested her.
Your number one analyst, the Prime Analyzer, and you can be one of the first to watch me analyze videos like these.
Right now.
Do what?
Yeah, she agreed to leave the private.
She's gonna Crystal.
Calm down. Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
What is it for? What? What's she getting arrested for?
You,
Did y'all tell her she was under arrest and what for?
you're under arrest. You're making some threats.
She didn't make no threats.
We've got witnesses. I need you guys to step back. I need you to step.
Everybody right there saying she didn't say nothing, she didn't do nothing. Y'all see the people in the red and white? They with the family. With the wife, she's asking what she being arrested for. What Crystal being arrested for? What happened? Huh. Oh, we can't question Crystal's witnesses. Oh, the family, the wife side of the family said, of course they would. Like, you know, they could have did something more than this. You know, I didn't like the fact that, you know, Crystal should have thought about it before she pulled up. But at the same time, I think the police telling her to leave, she will leave. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see her out there cussing. I didn't see her out there, because the police would have been out there had she been out there hoop hollering. They watched her for a long time. That's why they kept saying, is she in the green dress? Woo woo. Y'all didn't see her out there acting crazy, disturbing the peace or anything. So, you know, it was just really because the wife, like, y'all, for real.
Back. We'll talk to you in a minute, okay?
She didn't make no
I need you guys
threats.
to step back for now, please.
Yeah, let you back up.
Is there anything else you want them to take for right now?
Ms. Jones and Mr.
We'll let you talk to her in the car. We'll explain to you. We'll explain it to you.
Excuse me, can one of y'all talk to her parents and inform her parents? Back up, bro. Back up. Back up from the police. Back up from the police. Sorry, it's my hand on your back, sir.
No, you're fine.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely just came out with.
she's a grown woman, so but we'll talk to her parents.
That's it, big mama. Like, girl, go on.
Her parents. Her parents.
Just go there. We will be out.
Back up.
What's the charge?
My dress.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I need her to pull my dress over. Please.
Can you pull her dress
Crystal look
over?
younger than the wife.
Dad and mom stand over there. Everybody else back up from here.
Back up. She's an adult. She's an adult, and we'll talk to everybody else later.
Come on, y'all see the aggressiveness? Just be smart this time. Back the fuck up.
Yeah.
Crystal look like she pop it on a handstand. Crystal look younger. You know what I'm saying? The wife want to be, see, we want to be married, but we want to be all petite. We don't want to, you know, we just want to be the modern wife. No, you still have wifely duties that apply to role playing sometimes. It might be whips and chains. Hell, your ass might be the doctor and might have to get his motherfucking wounds in order. It just depends. You get what I'm saying? You can't be at home and slacking because you're tired from work. You still got a husband to please, because what you won't do, there is somebody out there that will do what you won't do. Y'all asses better get to teabagging or learning the fuck how. Ain't nothing wrong with watching a little porn, okay? Just throwing some shit out there, you know? If you've let yourself, you know what I'm saying? I could never, well, it's a bitch out there that don't mind taking Mr. Bob in that closet and letting him hit it from the back and teabagging a little bit, jiggling in his balls like a thing of dice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, passion, I'm just throwing it out there. To get back these days is crazy. The wife knew about his side chick. She just shamed that the chick had a nerve. Yeah, she is, Blizzard. She is. Side chick turned main chick, can't even grieve. Right. She said, Pastor said, yes. Facts, big mama. His mama would have been responsible for laying the jig to rest. I mean, I'm just saying. We have to spice it up. We can't let ourselves go. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we be tired and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you got to get a little momentum, a pep in your step. If you got to drink an energy drink, you know what I'm saying, to get some shit popping. You know what I'm saying? Get you a couple, you know, little wine. Hell, take an Excedrin behind the wine. It ain't saying it'll do nothing, but hell, you'll be buzzing like a motherfucker off an Excedrin and some wine. And ain't no telling what your ass will get down and dirty to do. You know what I'm saying? Dinner, whatever, it don't always get it. Denture movies, you got to keep date nights. You got to keep shit going. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep them foot rubs and shit like that. You got to keep how was your day, baby? You know what I'm saying? Not just coming in now, we on a regular schedule. You know, hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, a peck on the cheeks and type shit. Or y'all might even stop kissing at a point in y'all stage. You know what I'm saying? But who? I'm going to get him up. 50 Shades of Grey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get some wigs. Shit. Family do strange things. 30 years ago, I got called to watch the fight. My BF house, her man, his bro and dad all sat there kikiing, smoking and drinking, knowing, God, I'm with this. Their in-law said, what happened, Renee? Say it again. But yeah, y'all got to keep the momentum going in the relationship. It's just what it is. Nobody's saying pop it on the handstand, but you do got to keep the relationship going. You got to keep the spice in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make him want me. I'm going to get the whipped cream. Hell, if I get the syrup, I don't know about the syrup because I love some pancakes and I can't have fucking with the breakfast food. You know, I'm going to take the syrup back, but whipped cream, cherries, strawberries, you know what I'm saying? A little chocolate. Well, I don't know about the chocolate either because I love putting that Hershey's in my milk. I got to think about some shit. So let me just stick with the whipped cream for one. Things like that, you know. It ain't got to go on his penis. It could go on his nipples. Anything to entice your man. You got to remember what enticed and stimulated your man. He went and got him a tender. Hey, Shauna, I'm not getting them up because I'm not going to take care of it when he gets up. I'm not doing it. He's been a chore my whole life. I'll be damn. Okay, Shauna, I feel that. Get you a new one, Shauna. It's time for you to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? You are no longer my chore, baby. You know, I want to be somebody's chore. I want to be somebody's candy. Get down and dirty, Miss Parker. Do your own. Yes, Blizzard. After she knew the lady's license plates, I would knew she was lying about the whole situation. She knew that lady and she just being spiteful at that man's funeral. She was. The guy was dating was their son-in-law and brother-in-law. Oh, wow. I don't want nobody and I don't want nobody to want me. Oh, Shauna. It ain't nothing wrong with being celibate either. Hell, you can play with yourself. They got toys. They got tongues now. My God. The things they're making today. Who said you need a man? Who said you need a man to do anything to please you? Because the minute I think I owe somebody something just for being who they are, that's when I know I effed up. If you can't love somebody just for being a good person, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and I get that, Shauna, but me being a good person and owing somebody something ain't got to do nothing with losing my momentum. Yeah, Miss P, but I never lose focus on yourself with multitasking on turning him on. That's why I said, don't lose yourself in doing that. You know, that's why I was telling Shauna, you don't have to lose yourself in trying to keep up the momentum. That's why you keep yourself up. You keep yourself up at all times. You don't let Marcus tear you down. There ain't but one Jesus, and he ain't here on this earth. Baby, he can't look at sin. Remember, he's not here. I know, Shauna. But yeah, they arrested Crystal. They ain't taking no sides. They said the wife is right. I've been doing that since I was 3. I wish I could have been a nun and I shouldn't have fought so hard to live because look at the world is run by. Shauna, you ain't lying about this.
There are times when a suspect can be arrested without the police gathering a statement from them first, because police can arrest someone without asking their side of the story if they have probable cause, reasonable grounds to believe a crime occurred and the person committed it, based on evidence like witness statements, physical evidence, or observing the crime, making the suspect's statement unnecessary for the initial arrest. While the suspect's side is crucial for the case, officers can proceed with an arrest if they believe that the existing evidence sufficiently supports the charge, especially for felonies, meaning that the police do not have to question the suspect first.
Come on, y'all see the aggressiveness? Just be smart this time. Back the fuck up. Sorry. I appreciate your help.
How old are you? Trying to do this as respectful as possible. I know there's a lot going on. How old are you?
You know, the family and shit on the other side. That's crazy work.
here's the deal.
This is cutting my neck.
I can try to put one right there.
See,
There's
not only did
allegations of threats made that you said you were going to put her in the ground next to her husband.
not only did Crystal know Marcus know Crystal family. Hell, his family knew Crystal. That's a problem. I don't blame you, Shauna. So now she got a charge and they don't even know what was said, what was true, man. I would have been so mad. You hear me? Lola. Now the BM has no one and the grandmother is locked up. I know you lying, Blizzard. It's some type of crazy work. I will say that. Hold on, y'all, because I want to share the link to this. Give me a second. I want to share the link to this video. I just dropped the link to the video, you guys. Sometimes you gotta be bigger than get back. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And thank you, 80s baby. Thank you for the cash. I appreciate you, sister. Thank you. They said you can arrest without probable cause and other things. They didn't have to ask her side when they feel like something was committed. But I don't think nothing was committed. I really think it was some get back. Feelings. The wife has been feeling salty for quite some time. And, this was her time to get Crystal back, and then after she analyzed that license plate and knew that they've been together that long, she has to reopen them wounds of looking at come on, man, you're not going. I don't care who you are, you're not going.
I haven't even made contact with her. She wouldn't even let me in the building.
Right.
I ain't made contact.
Well, we're hearing it otherwise, okay? And so she's going to have to go down. She's going to have to press charges and that kind of stuff. Right now, you're going to go with us.
Wow, Queen Kong.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what it is the threats. It's menacing. You're threatening to kill her by putting her in the ground.
Do I really look like
I know emotions are high. There's a lot of different stuff going on, but this is what's
everybody out here can tell you. I ain't saying that. That's his sister right there.
Right.
What I say, y'all? That's his sister.
That's where we're at today. Okay.
That's the thing. When she told me I can go in there.
I told y'all the people in the red is his peoples. That's his sister. That's his sister. That's Marcus' sister. She know Crystal well. Marcus done took Crystal to functions, bar mitzvahs, weddings, and gender reveals to the wife. Give it up. Then this ain't no disrespect to the wife. I'm sorry that her and Marcus's relationship and marriage didn't work. But hell, if he wasn't with Crystal, he was going to be with somebody else. Hey, Tracy Ann. If he wasn't with Crystal, he was going to be with somebody else. Just point blank period. Point blank period. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. I dropped the link to this video, y'all. I want y'all to go finish hearing this 10 minutes left in this video. At least 9 and some change and stuff like that. And Queen Kong said, I just went to my ex's funeral, but he got married while we were hanging out. 9 years. Let me ask y'all this. When you get married, sometimes people leave their significant others. Could the ex come to the wedding? Can the ex come to the wedding? Man or woman, can the ex come to the wedding? It doesn't just have to be funerals. Can the ex come to the wedding? Leave a comment that's true. You have to spice it up. I'd rather be by myself. I'm over it. Me too, Big Mama now. Like they say, you live and you learn. I learned a lot in my years. If his family knew about her, Crystal did not break anything. It was already broken. Let's go, Bliss. If he wasn't going to be with Crystal, Marcus was going to be with somebody else. It's just that simple. Or whatever. Shonda said, sure. Leave me a comment outside this video and let me know. Can the side chick come to the funeral? And can an ex come to the wedding? I hope everybody has a great night. I was going to go live at 8, but I'm relaxing, y'all. I got a couple of movies I want to watch. Netflix. I really do. I want to watch some stuff. I want to enjoy the snow, finish dropping and stuff like that. I got my wine in my cup, and I might want to be a little spicy tonight. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in relax mode now, so I'm gonna go live tomorrow night at 8. And we're gonna rehash some stuff. But tomorrow, I think I want to do: can the ex come to a wedding? Can the ex come to a wedding? You gotta have grown mentality, right, Queen Kong? You do. And if he's yours, he's yours. Hey, Miss Boss Lady, what it do, boo? Now they can't come, but she sure sent some spies. Okay. Hell no, they shouldn't want to come to. But a lot of people break up and have good relationships. A lot of people break up and have good, like me and my baby daddy. We ain't got no beef. We ain't got no beef. I'm lost. I just came in. I don't know who the Marcus and Crystal is, but I guess I'm going to find out. Okay, Shauna, you fine in them high boots. A lot of people break up and they was more friends than anything. And, their relationship is just like that. No, I think it's disrespectful, and I've even been through it. I was pissed. Okay. Ms. Boss said, no, I think it's disrespect. Which part? Coming to the wedding or a side chick coming to the funeral? Which one is it? Because tomorrow I'm going to do, is it okay for the ex to come to a wedding? Because again, look at both sides. Have you ever broke up with an ex and y'all became good friends? Y'all always stayed in touch and stuff. She said she can't come because they always disrespectful. Okay, Miss Boss Lady. I'm cool with a lot of people I used to talk to. It ain't nothing like that. I'm cool with them. If they got married today and they invited me, I would go and be very much respectful and wish them nothing but the best. She said, I will be on time tomorrow. Okay, Blizzard. So said, that's messy. Which part is messy, So? She said, you say that now. So you saying I'm messy because of my thoughts? That's why I don't get it. You can't have a thought now. It's a problem. Your thoughts are messy. Everybody don't think like me. Your opinion might be different. Is that messy? No. What I think, because you said, Miss Boss Lady said no. On the funeral, can I get mad at her if I see that to me it ain't a problem? No, it's not messy because we have a difference of opinions. That's just my opinion because I've seen people be cool with exes, like super cool. Wasn't sex involved or anything anymore, but they was mad cool. Kid, is it my place to understand the relationship? That girl came to my BD's funeral trying to fight me and my kids was there. Now that's different, Miss Boss Lady. That is very disrespectful. That is very disrespectful. Hell yeah, as long as they are not disrespectful, I'm cool with plenty of exes. Blizzard, me too. Straight up cool. She said, in general, your opinion is your opinion. The situation is okay. So my bad. You know what I'm saying? But she said, Blizzard said, I'm cool with plenty of my exes, like mad cool. And like I said, when we go home and my kids got events, my baby's daddy's going to be there. He's the father of my kids. And I've introduced him and Shane. And when Shane sees him now, they have conversation. Ain't nobody mad in the room, nothing. Why should it be beef? That's not my man. He's just the father of my 2 youngest children. And I know who I'm with. You know what I'm saying, Miss Parker? But you will be respectful. But a lot of these ninjas are messy. They are, Venetia. I gotta admit, that's why I said, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what Marcus said. We don't know their relationship. But shit, y'all see Marcus's sister out there with Crystal. How was that being messy, though? It's not just my opinion. Not you, Miss Boss Lady. Not you. Listen, when my husband, wife, and his kids came, guess what? Ex-wife that they got to go behind him after the hearse and not me. That's not fair, and that was wrong. And I respect that, Shauna. I respect it. I respect it. I think exactly the way you do, Miss Parker. She said, well, we are what you call security. Yeah, I'll go because, baby, when I'm done, I'm done. This definitely takes mature adults. Yes. If my baby daddy and Marissa was to get married, I'm going to be right there supporting them 100%. I don't got no problem with them. I wish them nothing but the best right now in their marriage. Right now. I don't got no problem with Marissa. I respect her to the fullest. So said, if you a side chick, you keep your mouth closed and get them coins and hush. If the wife find out, that's it. Leave it alone. Y'all exposed now. Yeah, so, but the thing about this, so, the girl right here is the side chick that's in a police car, but the sister of the husband was out here with Crystal on her side, wanting to know why she's being arrested. And Crystal's got license plates of her and the man, they dates, they times that they met. The wife knew about all of that. So it comes to a point where, do I want to be disrespected in my marriage? Am I going to keep letting you make it a shit show and stuff? I got a choice to stay or leave. I'm not going to be in competition with any woman. I'm not going to feel belittled. So I'd rather walk away for my sanity, for our children's sanity and mental. I'd rather walk away. Now, you want to fly and do all that? That's on you. Will it hurt me? Yeah. But I have to keep moving on. I got to keep going. I can't stop because Marcus want to be a dog. I can't. I mean, if it's all those child's weddings or a friend's wedding, I can see both of y'all showing up. But at each other's, no. I have 2 BDs and 4 kids. Girl, me too. I got 4 BDs. And my BD to my oldest son goes with one of my childhood friends. Am I mad? No, they're engaged to get married. Am I mad? No, for what? He's nothing but my baby father. I'm not mad about that shit. I'm not holding on to no motherfucking past. That's a you problem. And I'm sorry, ladies. If you holding on that much, that's a you problem. Go get some help. Talk to somebody. It ain't nothing wrong with that, because we all done had our times, but that's a you problem if you keep holding on. Hey, who I'm good. I know where I'm at and I know who I'm with. Boss lady said, well, YouTube does that, boss lady. That it's certain words that's in my catalog that gets like it could be anything, Miss Boss Lady. In YouTube I hold it. Let me get to these comments. I don't know why people come up on the internet. That's why we all got different thoughts. That's why we here pay attention. Y'all would shoot storm too evil. Come on now, move forward. This is somebody else's story that hits the internet. Everything's gonna hit social media. That's the world we live in now. I don't even understand what you just said, Shauna. Like, this is not our story. We're just having dialogue, and that's people's problems. Don't come in here judging. And it ain't nothing against you, Shauna, but we're not here to judge. We just having conversation. If she can't get him or her, she should leave. Yep, because that's messed up, giving your body parts to someone else knowing we committed. It is so. And that's what I'm saying to the wife. Like, he ain't giving a damn. He done met her mama. She over here with his family and shit. It'll make me look at the family a certain kind of way. All that. I'm going to fall back from everybody. My kid's dad's wife didn't put my kids in their granny's obituary because she didn't know of them. Wow. So I'm sorry, Miss Boss Lady. It's certain words I got in my catalog that they'll just take out. I got to go in there and clear it out. On the other hand, I didn't go to my daughter's father's wedding, but me and her are cool. We talk, laugh, and kick it when I see her because she's cool. Okay, Venetia? And that's just grown women shit. When it's over, it's over. Life goes on. My ex came to my son's funeral with my future one, and we all cried together. We get along. I have no problem with them, and I'm by myself. My kids rock with them. Let's go, Yusuf. She said, true. I got 2 husbands, and they're both dead in the ground, and I didn't do it, so I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. Well, praying for you, Shauna. This is just, you might not agree, but you're coming in like, I don't know why people come on social media and they say this. We're just having dialogue about it. And in life, you're going to have people that agree with you, Shauna, about with your feelings. And you got people that don't agree with your aspect on it. And a lot of people's going to agree and a lot of people ain't. People in life see things different now. And like, once you've been through some shit, if either you don't want to go through that shit no more or you just so comfortable now that nothing else matters but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your happiness and whatever else, you better choose you. Yes, Miss Parker, you will be better at the end to walk away. We so worth it. And that's what I think. She said, thank you, so. Thank you. I'm just saying that she should have walked away. Yeah, Miss Boss Lady, I got to go in there and fix that shit. I've been so just used to going on. I apologize to her. I was the one in the wrong when I found out he was still married, pregnant. or not. I should have left him alone. He divorced. We continued for 17 years to his death. And I get that, Renee. You know, no judging over here. You know what I'm saying? You lived and you learned. You know, even through his death, you lived and you learned. But you was one enough to apologize. And I apologized to Marissa too. I did. I was one enough to apologize to her. We had a long conversation. And I think that's why we are still cool to this day. You know, it's just, taking course in my part that I played. Now, whether he did and they ever had conversation, it ain't on me to ask him. You know, they had vows together. I did my part and I moved on accordingly. She said there is nothing to get upset about. These children these days need to know what exactly is going on so they don't end up marrying or going through with their half-sibling blizzard, okay? My ex-boyfriend's mother is a good cook. She cooked for my reception, okay? Not your ex, okay? That's what's up. She knows you was a good woman. And when you meet their families and stuff, y'all know they mother still love you and stuff like that. It ain't no nothing. And you was just a respectful woman. You went in the relationship respectful. They had the most respect for you and stuff. They don't lose respect because their son moves on. They liked you for the person that you was, Big Mama. Everyone has different bonds. Everyone. She said, yes, I grew up and my son going through it with his baby mama, BD. He's always talking about he want to do something to my son and my son taking credit. You see what I'm saying, Miss Boss Lady? That man was free before he passed. Yes. And he way older than my son and he act like them men like that. I'm sitting here talking shit, but my husband's ex-girlfriend was my best. You see what I'm saying, Shauna? Yes, indeed. I've been down that road, so you got to cut it, do you, and keep it moving. And that's what the wife should have did. You know what I'm saying? You were still trying to hold it together, still try to play your part. You ain't got to always be strong for everybody. It's okay to show that hurt side. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we don't know the whole story, so we don't know she was wrong in some shit, always putting him down, making him feel less than. Sometimes we do that. As a woman, I'm guilty of done that before. So he got another woman in his ear building him up, you know what I'm saying, telling him how such a hard worker he is. And just that one little line of make him, she done made him feel like he's the best. She said, we don't know what we do if we're in a situation. We can only say what we would do as a hypothesis. Yeah, that's it. So the family will recognize the good ones for sure. She was hurt. And that's all it had to be. Just say you're hurt, and I should have made this private, but I don't want her here. Can you tell her to leave? She said, yes, I see, Miss Parker. She said, wrong, read your next comment. You're wrong. I was talking about the lady calling you. No, Shauna, I understood, Shauna. I understood. She wasn't talking about me. She was talking about as messy for Crystal to go to the funeral and stuff like that. And I understood because this is two different points of view in this. She said, keep these kids in the know so they don't end up going with a married man or with their half siblings. Absolutely, Blizzard. And that's how it be now. That's how it be now because he's having kids over here. The wife is in the dark. Y'all know that people can live double lives. People can live double lives. Because when that girl jumped on that casket, seems like the good always go first. Yes, Classy, you better come with me, so I'm never going to say nothing. I'm never going to say something tough. Yeah, Shauna, you good. You good. You good. It was just misread. I just misread it, Shauna. I apologize. Like, if our girl not on BS, I don't see the problem, though. And that's what I'm saying, Miss Boss Lady. We can look at this from two different ways. It's going to be people that say she's messy, but when that girl jumped on that casket about a month ago, and they kicked her and stuff. And I said, we don't know what the man told her. We don't know if that man was living double lives. We don't know if she didn't know he had a wife and kids at the funeral. We don't know that. He said, I think the wife should have let the girlfriend alone. She knew he was with that girlfriend and now her accepted. She wasn't trying to disrespect the wife, but she loved him too. Yep, Yusuf, and that comes to when the wife should have said, I'm done. I don't want to come second best to nobody. I don't even want to be first in this type of situation. Yeah, okay, Shauna, I got it, baby. Thank you. Right, I did the same thing. What I learned through my experience, that was a teacher. Take care of yourself and do you God's blessings. Yep. Oh, okay, Shauna said I was talking about the comment you read about saying you were messy for a different opinion. That's all. You read it wrong. Sorry. Yeah, Shauna, I got it. Just in her going off on me. Nuh-uh, Shauna, I wasn't going off on you. I wasn't going off. And if I sound like that, don't mind me, girl. I ain't blaming on the wine. But what I was saying to you, Shauna, was it's just these kind of conversations I needed. Shauna, that's all I'm saying. And we can get somebody's aspect that has a difference of opinion. With if I agree with Crystal going, it's gonna be somebody to come in here and say, I don't agree with that, Miss Parker. Like So did and said, this is messy. I didn't like that. It's very disrespectful. I gotta respect her side too, because it's always two sides to a story and sometimes three. And in this case, we have three different sides of a story. We have Marcus' side. He's no longer here to tell it. So now we can only go off what the wife saying, Crystal's. We're going to have to use our discernment to know who is telling the truth in this situation. Is it Marcus' mistress or is it the wife? And when I see Marcus's sister out here with Crystal, she said, so you're not going to sit here and admit to everybody you just went off on me for no reason? Well, I apologize, Shauna. I went off on you, Shauna. I went off on you. I apologize. Hey, TT girl, child. I got to look at Crystal, you guys, and say that I got to... But then again, you know what? Some families can be so messy. Some families will play both sides of the fence. Y'all hear me? She said, I've been through it, so I understand. But if she was disrespectful to the wife for a while, that's probably why she didn't want her there. Not sure. Yeah, because she said Crystal had been coming to the house and she said, Miss Parker, folks be doing the most. Miss V, you hear me? Yeah, it's crazy. She said that Crystal be coming to her house. Now, that's a different story. You can fuck with Marcus. Stay over there though with it. Stay on your side of town. Hey, Yvette Stewart, what's going on? Stay on your side of town with that. Don't come on my side of town. Because that's where the disrespect kicks in. But I can't say that because I don't know them. I don't know them like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? To say, did Crystal really ride by her house, or was this just a woe is me story to convince the police that she's a problem? You get what I'm saying? Because if Crystal should have been arrested. If that's the case, I would have said I got papers on her and stuff, So went out with a bang. Is mama probably had something going on too, and she didn't care because he was the breadwinner. Could be so. Queen Kong said respectfully, because we don't know that women. The wife will build up some lies. She's mad. Her husband has cut out on the marriage, and all of that. I've seen that happen. Because if she's coming by the house, I'm feeling like you stalking me. I'm getting papers. But she didn't say that to the police. Yeah, she's came by my house several times, and one thing for sure, the wife knew about that girlfriend. If she was coming to her house, she should have went to her husband. Absolutely, you said. And ain't gonna be no husband at the house for her to be coming by anyway. Right, don't pop up at my crib. These people make you remember why you blocked them in the past, Lord. I'm just saying. Crystal ain't got no business coming to the house because Marcus wouldn't have been there for her to come by and see. Okay? Because once that happens, boundaries been crossed. Because they're going to want to know why she felt... Come on, so period. Why does she feel so comfortable? Do you have paperwork saying? Because I'm gonna get papers on you. So that way, when you keep coming and I don't feel comfortable, I'm gonna handle my business. Because I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm gonna get me a paper. I'm gonna get me a paper trail, and that's what it is. She said the tag along. She know about them. She do. But I'm gonna tell you something about them family members. You will get them family members that'll play both sides. I will say that. I've seen it. They will play both sides. Because they ain't got a dog and y'all fighting, y'all merging, y'all going together. That's her brother. You know what I'm saying? She down with her brother, period. She said, yep, could be true. The wife could be lying. Could be. Because Miss Boss Lady, why you ain't got no paper trail? She said, check your man first, right, Yusuf? Why you're not coming to my house You're not coming to I'm not going to see you in my house and not start a paper trail. Now, if that man gets mad, he's got to go. Because I don't know her. And I don't know if she's so mad that you heard that she'll try to do something to me and mine. So I'm going to start a paper trail so when she come back over here, whatever happens, I done started my paper trail and I done told these people I don't feel comfortable. She would get, come on. She said the Flying Monkey family members, yeah. Boss lady, you heard me. But she didn't have that. But you turn around this certificate of marriage. She know y'all married. Who's carrying that around? That's how I know the wife ain't right. She knows more than what she's putting on. I've been in a situation like this. Homegirl ended up calling me, telling me to leave him alone after she saw our messages. I left him alone, but he kept pursuing me. It be the dudes. Yeah. But I can't convince you, and I'm not convincing any woman to leave him alone. You mess with him. He live with you. Why you won't leave him alone? Is the question. You seeing messages between him chasing me and pursuing me, why you won't leave him alone? How dare you, and it's the audacity to say, well, you leave him alone. He messes with me. He's got a wife and kid. Nobody knows what went on behind Marcus. The whole wife bedroom doors when they close them. That's why Crystal felt comfortable. Main thing, keep your business out the streets. Blizzard, you heard me? She took vows. Absolutely, so. Absolutely. And that's why I say it's always 2 and 3 sides to a story. And sometimes when y'all put them stories together, good 90%, 85 to 90% of the time, he lying and pillow talking. Child went into labor in front of the other baby mama. Father's Day, we bought food to the mama's house, both sides. Okay? Okay, Queen Kong? What's understood ain't got to be explained. She probably had insurance policy y'all ever saw first. Yep, sure had. So, everything you saying, I stampy. Who carries their marriage certificate around with them? She just expected something to go down. This an older lady. She is not her first rodeo. I could tell. Hey, it's just Danny. I've been in the bushes, but I'm popping out today. I love your coverage of this case, your commentary. Thank you. I appreciate that, just Danny. These conversations need to be had. Because I'm seeing so much of it, Danny. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, if y'all go on Instagram and say, type in the girl that died in on the casket. At first, I had an opinion. Then I thought about it. And I really had to think as a woman. Man, y'all can't tell me what a man won't do and won't say. Y'all can't tell me that a man won't tell you he done left her and a go right soon as he leave you and stuff. Act like he's staying with his mama's moving, making arrangements. So you'll look up and he's still making arrangements a year later. And where your ass done fell so dangerously in love, you ain't even seen the red flags that he still ain't did what he said he was gonna do a year ago to the date. Like I was talking to my son about a door. Yeah. Miss Boss Lady, you got to. She was just mad because she got replaced. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. And we've done it as women. I cheated. And he didn't know. I sparsed it out. I separated the times. And it might be a minute if I see my other sneaky link. It would be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, girl should have her character witness when she goes to court and didn't get her. Yeah. Y'all seen Marcus' sister ask the police what she do. So for Marcus' sister to say that means that the wife lied to me. Marcus' sister was out there on Crystal's side asking the police, what did she do wrong? What y'all arresting her for? Now, why Marcus' sister didn't hear the threat? But the wife's family, yeah, she threatened her. Of course she did. Because they're looking at it from the wife's point of view. It's disrespectful. How dare she come in here with my daughter and her kids. So they're gonna have the wife's side. I mean, it's just what it is. The wife and Crystal had an understanding. She was staying in the dark, and Crystal went by till death do us part. That's why come on, Blizzard. She definitely did. She said, we all got to pass, baby, and trust. If we see the people we did stuff with after we matured, you be ashamed for a minute, but you live like so every day, every time I think about it. Even when I see stuff like this, I regret it. But I can't hold on to it so though. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we live and learn, but it'll definitely hit you. It'll definitely hit you for a second. Like, what was I thinking? How did I even let myself get in a situation like that? All right, Renee, thank you so much for keeping your green jacket. I appreciate it. Hey, Veronica, I'm just saying, so I'm so glad you said that. She said, you'll be ashamed for a minute, but you live and learn. You do a lot of stuff, and it ain't just on situations like this. It could be with being with somebody that, you wasted years on. You be like, damn, all that time. You start thinking about what could have been. What coulda, shoulda, and all kind of woulda. Off of thinking about your past and shit you put yourself through. And I don't always blame men because we as women, we have choices. But we have to bump our heads sometimes. We do. I appreciate y'all so much. This was a great conversation, great dialogue. I appreciate all the agrees and the disagrees. You know what I'm saying? They're going to honor the wife because that's who he committed his life to. He was wrong. She knew. She cried about it and possibly felt she couldn't escape because when a man take care of us, that's true. We get comfortable, don't we? She said, living with no regrets. You hear me? I'm 48, Queen Kong, and I'm living with none. Not a one, and not looking back. Not looking back. You know what I'm saying? Yes, them family members can be an issue. He out with his baggage, mother, then from being raised, I kept my own, so I had options. Yeah, and you got to watch these family members. You got to watch these family members. Hell, we even know it's people that'll treat you better than your own family. You know what I'm saying? The wife just coughed up some bones she tried to keep inside, and it's what it was, Blizzard. She did. And she was embarrassed. She tried to keep those bones kept in. But them bones spilled out the minute that Crystal showed up and all that confusion started. Say that again about family members. Hell yeah, Venetia. I'm 48 too, love. Okay? Man, we gotta educate. We got to educate. I be talking to my kids about being, like moving too fast. Like y'all so young, like committing yourself and stuff so young, and mingle. Get out there and live. Go see the world and stuff. It's 50 other states. It's 50 other states with so many cities in them. And not saying go whore around, go whoremong as a man or my daughters, but it's so much to see, so much that you can do. And then when you know what I'm saying, when you get to that time where you tired, because if you don't get that running out, I never thought I'd get tired of running the streets, going out every weekend. I never thought I'd get to that day, y'all. I had to go out with a man. And that's a problem. And I could have been the problem. I still look at things that I did wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. I miss so much going out. Feeling like I had to go out. I had to go somewhere out of town. So I don't always just blame the man. I look at myself too now. That's why you stand on your own, even in a marriage. Yes, Blizzard. Hey, Lady T, what's going on? She said a date. Yes. And it becomes boring. We grow up. Yes. That's why I like date nights. Date nights is a must. Date nights is a must. If I can give YouTube this much time, my relationship too. I got to give it just as much. Because I'm trying to build a foundation. I'm not just in it because I want a man. This is longevity. I want to build with him. I see a future with this man. No games, no nothing. That shit get old. I'm tired. Like, I done been there. She said the family members can be jealous and interfere, Miss Parker, on you and your man thing. I respect this family, but don't respect me. Okay, Miss V? Pay attention to Dab and a Dan. Okay. Blizzard, you hear me? I used to be out there too. Now I can't wait to run to sleep. Drea, in a minute, I said, I'm ready to go in there and watch some movies. Girl, I'll probably be asleep. But even with the snow outside like that, hey, Barbara, this is Shirley. She said, yes, it do. I love that. Hello, Barbara, this is Shirley. Good name for right now, okay? Definitely don't want that no more. Hello, Barbara, this is Shirley. Definitely don't want that no more. Definitely, them calls are done, been done. TT said agreed. Man, thank y'all so much for pulling up. Tell me when y'all finish watching this video, you know what I'm saying? When y'all look at everything from all angles and stuff, is Crystal wrong? Is Crystal wrong? Is the wife angry? You know what I'm saying? And she's letting it out and she's getting her revenge back for everything. Hey Lisa, happy 30 sis. We've done date night every 2 weeks, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It got to be. She said, girl, but I have a piece of man that no man at all. That girl ain't care. So at all. At all. That's so at all. At the F all. You hear me? At all. Great conversation, everyone. Yeah, we need to have these more. We need to have these. Tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow is it okay for an ex to be invited? Is it okay for your significant other to invite an ex to the wedding? Everybody.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are. Bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view. With a voice so smooth and a smile so bright, she's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. The news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together. That can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true.